Yeah, new week at the grind, and gonna have a go at putting this in. This came from Latvia, and it came by Canada Post. Amazing. And so Buster and I are out here, and it goes right here. I'm pretty sure that one's likely not bad, and likely it's the ECU that's causing me problems, but you know, you got to do everything else first. So I'll just get this one off here and show you what's up. Looks like that's a 10 millimeter down there, and these are 8 millimeters and 10, I think, on that one. We'll see what they are. I'll just get some wrenches and see. Yeah, so there you go. That's those two wires. There's one with a small hole and one with a bigger hole that goes here and here, and then there's the old one out of it. I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with that old one, so we'll just find out though. And I'll put the new one back in, and that'll be good. The bolt on that one was 10, that one was an 8, and the thing right there is a 10. Yeah, so it's Bosch and everything's the same on here, except that the it's not the same diameter as the old one. But so now I have to build a new bracket, or else make this bracket fit. We'll just think about that for a minute or two. Yeah, there we go, that's in. I had to build a new little bracket for it there. So I'll take that apart and paint it sometime, but not quite yet. Now, I'll give it a test run, see if it actually goes. See what happens here. Hang on. Yeah, now, see if anything happens. You never know with this cart. Well, there, it started right up just like that. Well, I'll take it for a spin on the road and bring it back and shut it off and see if it starts again. That's amazing. But I'll take the doggy with me. And I'll likely take you guys with me. Give me a minute or two. Yeah, here I am. Everything's working the way it's supposed to work. And Buster's with me. He's as much of a challenge keeping the car on the road as anything else, because I gotta hold on to his leash. And I've got the windows open, so it's nice breeze blowing through. It's about 25 or 28 degrees out today, nice and warm. Anyway, seems to be everything's okay. Going that way all right? Yep, no problem. And going that way all right, no problem. We'll see if there's any potatoes down at the Potato Man. I'll catch up with you there. Yeah, sadly no potatoes at the Potato Man, but I'll just take a drive through here. This goes around through Canoe Cove and back to home. The car seems to be running just nicely. Everything's going. It's got 546 kilometers on it this year, which, big year, right? Doesn't make many kilometers, this car. Anyhow, I'll go around, take a left up here, go through Canoe Cove, and if anything exciting happens, I'll show you. Yeah, so here we are, back again. No luck on the potato, finding potatoes. But look what, I'm gone for 20 minutes, and look what shows up in the yard, eh? That's like a 1982 Yamaha thing. It's had some better days, but might be able to fix it up a bit and make it go. We'll just see. I think there's a key for it. Yeah, there's a key and the owner's manual, and it's got a seat. So that thing there, that's interesting. I don't know what it has. Likely the same as a Honda for the drive now. Looks like it. Exactly the same idea. Only no foot brake. Only two hand brakes. One's to the front and one's to the back, and they're both drum brakes. So the last time it was inspected was 19 something. Huh. Cool. I imagine that's the last time there was a plate on it. So we'll have a look at that and see what comes of it. Oh, it's had some tough times, but I can fix that. Yeah, there it's running again. Just started right up, turned the key and went. So now, I wonder if I've cured it. I wonder if I have to, like I was thinking I might have to get a new ECU, which is in the back of the glove box there. But that seemed to start right up, so I'll go and do a serious hunt for potatoes now, because I want potatoes for supper. Yeah, now it seems to stop and go 3 or 4 times already without any troubles. Maybe I've got it solved. I'll give it a few more days and see what happens. Now, that hint came from Chris F.E. Jackson, and he's got a Triumph TR7, which is quite nice, that he has a few videos up about, and he had a problem with his coil. And I said and the way he described the problem with the coil was exactly the same symptoms as this car had. So figured, well, I might as well try getting a coil before I have to. The next thing is the next one after that is getting the little computer, or whatever, the control unit, CPU or whatever they call that thing. Anyway, and it's like $1,000 touch by the time you get it all done. So hopefully this has got it solved for $100. Anyhow, that's all for now. We'll let it be for a few days.